Hello, it is the 29th of May, which is Wednesday, 2019, here in sunny Tokyo. My first video for a couple of months. Things are not going well. I'm on very heavy chemotherapy and I'm struggling with it a lot. I'm on 3 different drugs: Irinotecan, Xeloda, and Avastin. Irinotecan and Avastin are drips that I have at the clinic, and then I'm given 140 Avastin tablets to take over a 2-week period. I've changed how I'm having this chemotherapy. So I used to have, for 4 times I had Irinotecan and Avastin, and then the 2 weeks of tablets and 1 week break. So having the chemo on a 3-week cycle. But I've changed where I'm having my chemo, so I'm now having it at the immunotherapy clinic instead of a large teaching hospital I was going to, just because the teaching hospital is very slow to they had really too many patients for the size of the chemotherapy ward, so there was a lot of waiting, and also the journey to the hospital wasn't so easy for me. It was a very crowded commuter train followed by a crowded bus, and the journey back was particularly tough on the bus when I was pumped full of poisonous drugs. I can't really continue with this chemotherapy. It is too tough for me. I've changed the treatment protocol. So at the clinic, I'm now having the Irinotecan, which is the drug that's having the worst effect on me. I'm having that in split into 2 doses. So at the beginning of the cycle, I go to the clinic and they give me a small dose of Irinotecan and then the Avastin, and I start taking the tablets, and a week later I go back and have another low dose of Irinotecan and continue the tablets for another week, and then there's a 1 week break and it starts again. So it's still a 3-week cycle, but it's kind of 1 week, 1 week, 1 week break instead of a 2-week thing and then a week break. And this time I'm actually having a 2-week break between cycles because of the immunotherapy I'm going to have. Some donations have come in the past couple of weeks. I'm incredibly grateful for those, because it means I can have another round of the 2 kinds of immunotherapy I have: NK cell immunotherapy and dendritic cell immunotherapy. Those immunotherapies have the potential to really help me a lot. The NK cell immunotherapy attacks cancer directly, and it can attack cancer that is hiding from the immune system. That's because natural killer cells can attack cells that are not presenting any markers, unlike T cells that have to see the markers. And so the NK cells attack the cancer directly, but then I'm also having dendritic cells, which teach your immune system to attack cancer. So when you have dendritic cells, the dendritic cells pick up little fragments of dead and dying cancer cells and present them in your lymph nodes to other white blood cells, particularly T cells. It's been found that when you have this type of dendritic cell immunotherapy, you get some protection against your cancer for almost 6 months afterwards, basically up to 6 months. So for 6 months afterwards, you've got increased immune activity, increased numbers of T cells, increased numbers of TIL cells, tumor infiltrating lymphocytes. So I think that's a type of T cell that kind of actually burrows into the tumor and attacks the cancer cells. So yeah, those recent donations are fantastic, because more immunotherapy means a chance to live a bit longer. And yeah, the chemotherapy, it has been having a good effect on the cancer. So the response has been good. I had two scans 2 weeks ago, an MRI scan for my liver, which is a very high resolution magnetic scan, and also a PET CT scan for my whole body, which is the nuclear scan combined with the X-ray scan. And both scans showed that the chemotherapy has had an effect, and the tumours are a bit smaller. But these tumours are chemo-resistant, so there's basically a core part of all the tumours that is going to survive basically any chemo I can have, because I've had chemo now for almost 3 years. And it is the surviving tumours that multiply, grow, spread throughout your body, kill you. But the immunotherapy gives me a small chance against that happening. So far, the cancer has not got to my brain, and it's not got to my bones, over kind of 3 years of having this terminal stage 4 cancer. So that's really good. When the cancer gets into your bones, very, very difficult to deal with, and daily life becomes incredibly painful. And yeah, obviously some of the problems when it gets to your brain. So the immunotherapy makes a huge, huge difference to me. Last month, life got 100 times worse, because my wife was suddenly diagnosed with cancer as well. And she was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, which is usually terminal. And she had surgery lasting 7 hours, 10 minutes, some organs removed, and pretty heavy traumatic surgery, big open surgery. And she's on chemotherapy now. She's had 1 cycle of chemotherapy. Hers is a 3-drug chemotherapy as well. Very, 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 very tough. This week is going to be particularly tough because her chemotherapy coincides with mine. So I'm kind of okay today. I had my chemotherapy on Monday. It's Wednesday today. The side effects really hit me tomorrow and Friday and Saturday. So with Irinotecan, you get this classic delayed side effects, particularly a lot of abdominal pain. And with all chemotherapy, you tend to get delayed side effects anyway, because when you have the drips, you're given a whole lot of steroids, and those kind of wear off after a couple of days. So it's going to hit me very, very hard in the next few days. And my wife is going to be very, very sick as well. So it's going to be a real struggle with our 2 kids. Hopefully some friends and neighbours will be able to help out a bit. Yeah, it's going to be a very, very, very hard week. So that's it for this update, really. Thank you so much for the support, particularly the donations that have come in recently in the past couple of weeks. That's makes a huge difference. Please do hit the subscribe button. please write a comment. I love reading them. And when you comment on the videos, more people see the videos. All the videos have a donation link at the bottom, and more donations come in. So please do hit that subscribe button and hit the like button or thumbs up or whatever it is on YouTube. And please write a comment if you have time. Thanks a lot. Bye.